Well, this whole time, we got the other day.
Yeah. But it required an explanation. I was actually just thinking about it, I'm gonna get there and drill back in here. It'll literally take me like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I thought.
Just need the drill.
I this one, a little screwdriver.
I think he's, I don't think he's using it today, so I'm gonna hopefully get it done over Thanksgiving. Debating throwing a 9:30 class on tomorrow. See if it'll stick.
Well, I didn't see your like little post about for being in class Thursday morning. I told you it's canceled, so I don't.
And I forgot about that too, because I scheduled it ahead of time to show up. And then the one for Facebook didn't go through because Facebook was having issues when it was posting, so I edited the Facebook one. And then I just said, my class is canceled on Thursday. So, yeah, because,
I would do class in the morning.
what's that?
I probably do class in the morning.
I don't know. Yeah, they didn't know I want to do it.
Alright, this is not gonna work for me. Yellow and blue.
Are they playing this week? No. No, we can't support Michigan.
So it doesn't look like my daughter's gonna be, she's not sure what she's doing yet, so.
I'm trying to get Aaron to come to my restorative class. Trying to get him to come tonight. He's been working on this. He's got this big floor project he's been working on that is kicking his butt.
At work, like, okay.
Yeah.
And where does he work?
He works for a contractor. So, mostly with those two, Gary is his boss. They get jobs through the city. So when low-income families need work on the homes, they can bid to the city then finds a contractor, and they do the work. So the family doesn't pay any money, the city does it. But this job that he's doing before, they also do work for like other people. This is a job that he's doing for, I can't remember how he knows the guy, honestly, but turning out to be more of a project than another is going to get anything. Shoot.
So I get email from Danielle Dugan from Bear Mountain High yesterday. She's working on coordinates.
She does that for us.
And, saying, yeah, your unlimited pass expires like somewhere, whatever, 23rd or something. But
They're like, guys, continue to stay on. And then we're giving you this like unlimited like monthly pass for $89 a month. You know, and once you get it, you're locked into that amount, and you know, even if we change our other, so it's like $89 a month.
Pretty sweet deal.
Not bad, you know, but we're not always down there enough. So I don't know, think about that. I guess I can just do it. Just see how it goes, and if it's something I'm not using, I just will.
Because it's month to month, you don't have to
Yeah, it's not like
commit to a contract or anything. Morning! Flying solo this morning?
Yeah, Julie said to say sorry, and she's like,
That, fair enough. When I saw just your name, even though I think I saw it last night, I'm like, oh, she must have a heavy cat on her. Or she planned to.
yeah. Yeah, we're going out to the way up.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's such a wide state.
It is, yeah, you forget how huge it
I
is.
really feel like it needs to be cut up into 3 states. Like, the drive from here to New York is so long, just
Yeah.
because you're like, oh my God, are we still in this state? I feel like we've done our time here.
My mom and my sister live in Boston, so they're driving from there, which they're taking like 2 days.
Oh, I would do that.
Yeah.
Good morning. I remember one time driving from here to New York, and I got a speeding ticket, and it was so expensive, and I looked on the ticket, and the bulk of the cost of it was something about how it was going to buy computers for kids in school. I'm like, damn it, okay, fine. Still, like, it was so expensive.
Yeah.
Like, it was the charge itself doubled, and there was a little bit more to it.
Wow.
Damn.
Like added fee.
Yeah, it was like $180 ticket, and I was only going like 5 over, but.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Oh, damn.
Do you have family there?
No, no, and I was actually trying to remember where I was going. We were going to New York City, I was going from like, or we were driving to DC. You're here. Oh. Yes, I am. Which is a very Get very directive. Really? I know.
Spokes thing.
Yes, it's
I got a speeding ticket driving across the Texas Panhandle.
Oh.
That was like $300. I was going over. I was going like 90.
Yeah.
Because it was as flat as the floor for like
Yeah.
30 miles in either direction.
Right.
So yeah.
I mean, it's like, first of all, is there anything there?
Yeah.
And let's just get through this quickly.
Right.
Let's just be done with it.
I think I got popped by an airplane because the cop came from behind me, came like
Oh.
out of, again, from like the distance, like I could see him catch up and then the lights came on. So he was going faster than I was to catch me from nowhere.
Yes. Yeah. Those airplane things, like, at first I was like dubious.
Yeah.
Because like,
I actually thought those were just like fake sound.
Yeah.
yeah, but no, it's legit.
Oh.
It is, and because they're also, like, you can see that, like, they're measuring you from here to here, and it shouldn't take you that quick to get from here to here.
Right.
Yeah, it's no joke. Yes. Don't speed going where you're going this Thanksgiving, get there
Yes.
cheaply and safely.
Yeah.
And what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? You guys here?
We're going to a restaurant by ourselves.
Nice. A Chinese restaurant?
No.
Oh.
We're going out to the Guild House.
So what is it?
The Guild House.
Oh, nice. Air.
Yeah.
Fish. What are you doing with the kids?
Um,
Fend for yourself.
right? Yeah.
Don't burn the house down.
They are with what we hope to be there for our family.
Oh, wonderful. Excellent. Well, that's a perfect time to test out kids, is on Thanksgiving.
Right?
Yeah.
They never took their months, right?
Yeah, nice. Wonderful, good. Well, you enjoy that.
Yeah.
And how you doing? Same old, same old. Nice. Jeremy, how you doing?
Good.
Excellent. So is it just gonna be you and the kids, or are you guys going anywhere?
Kids are going to Mary Ann's parents' house in Dayton on Thursday, and then we're gonna do a little Thanksgiving thing at my house on Friday.
Nice.
So, and then I'm going to my brother's on Thursday with my mom. So it's complicated. But
Wow. Yeah.
yeah, my redneck brother.
Is it gonna be a turducken?
Most likely. I mean,
I'm horrified by that.
Like,
Well, you're
for real?
vegetarian anyway.
what's that?
Like for real?
They've done turduckens there before. I haven't been there in a couple of years for good reasons, but.
But you're vegetarian, so would you eat a
So yeah, I mean, I always go and there's never like any green anything. Maybe
Not
some,
even the green.
there's some green bean casserole, but that's about it. Everything else is just like starch and like it's like a sea of.
Great.
Yeah, and then my brother, he like will take like a platter that you will like serve turkey on, and that will be his plate. And he will just like, I'll be like, what are you doing? And because I thought he had the platter out like this.
Right.
Like this is my plate.
Like, no joke, like, and what are the rest of you eating?
Yeah, and he's like, it's this like massive mound of food in front of him, and just like, you know, like
Yeah.
takes it down, and then then passes out, and
Wow. Well, enjoy all of your Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Sounds wonderful. How are you doing physically?
I feel pretty good. I'm a little sore today. I don't know. Exactly what that's all about. Maybe just weather, so I don't know. So.
Alright. David, how you doing?
Good. Physical therapist said she hoped to see me again someday, but didn't have to.
Right.
So that was,
Yes.
yeah. So
Nice.
good. Yeah. So boxed again yesterday and things like that. So I'm just trying to use back in and make sure nothing happens to my back. So
Nice.
yeah.
So what kind of boxing do you do?
It's
I assume
We got
it's
it
like UPS, it means
yeah,
actually.
right, yeah, like modern like kickboxing, like
Okay.
heavy bag stuff, yeah.
Cool. Great, that's such good work.
Do you do that over here at?
I do it at home.
Okay.
I had a group that had like this dramatic falling out and no one meets anymore. So.
There's always a story.
It's such a stupid story.
It usually is.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Sit near your seat and let's start with your rotations. Make these movements whatever your spine and hips need. So if you like a nice big circle, or if you like a nice smaller circle, do whatever feels best. And even feel potentially like what's going on with your shoulders. Like, can you get some movement? It makes me think of Lauren talking about being a supple leopard. Any kind of shoulder movement makes me think of a supple leopard. All right, come back to center, bring your other leg in front, let's go in the opposite direction. And come back to center. Go onto your shins, rock over your sit bones. Inhale your belly button forward, exhale it back. This can be a fast movement, it can be a slow movement. You can put effort into it, or you can just feel what it's like to just let your entire spine just sort of weave in motion. All kinds of different ways that you can do these movements. Hands to your knees, inhale your chest forward, exhale it back. Again, this can be fast or slow. Primary focus is warming up your spine. It doesn't take much. So these simple little movements that we've done this morning, these are also great anytime first thing in the morning to help warm you up. And then when you're sitting in your cold house, instead of turning up the heat, get some movement in your spine. Next inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift your chin. Exhale, chin to chest. Once more, lift your chin. And chin to chest. Keep your chin against your chest. Press the back of your neck to the ceiling. Get a little bit more length out of your spine. Draw up the tops of your shoulders. Slide your chin to the left. Try to keep it against your chest. Slide over to the right. Slide left. And slide right. Go up and over to the left. Up and over right. Up and over left. And up and over to the right. Bring your head to center. Left arm out to the left, right hand to your heart. Inhale left, exhale right. Now inhale right, exhale left. Change where your exhale lands. And come back to center, slow down, let's take a few breaths in the middle. Focus on breathing through your nose. Relax your face, the tops of your shoulders. Relax your jaw and your teeth. Inhale, allow your belly to expand, your ribs to expand, and your chest to rise. On your exhale, your chest comes down, ribs come in, belly comes in. Try to come back to that breath again and again throughout the practice. Your breath is your guide through everything. Let's make our way to hands and knees. Knees under your hips, wrists under your shoulders. Let's go for some balancing. We're going to move through the balance. Inhale, right arm, left leg out. Exhale, bring your elbow and knee together. Inhale, lengthen out. exhale in, inhale out, exhale in, inhale out, exhale in, inhale out, and exhale in. Hand and knee to the floor, other side, inhale left arm, right leg, exhale in, inhale out, exhale in, inhale out, exhale in, inhale out, exhale in, once more, inhale out, and exhale in. Hand and knee to the floor, curl your toes under, come into down dog. Bring your shoulders forward into plank, come down to your forearms. Make sure your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. Press your palms together. Press your heels away. Pull the tips of your ears away from your heels. Relax your face, relax your teeth. Allow your belly to move with your breath. Lift your hips. Walk your feet a little bit closer, but try to turn this just into a lower down dog. So pull your hips back like you would in down dog. See what you can do with drawing your heels towards the floor. You may or may not get the crown of your head to touch the floor. Keep pressing your forearms and even your pinkies into the floor to keep engagement in your upper back and your shoulders. Okay, bring your shoulders forward, over your elbows once again, step back. Up to your left hand and then your right. Regular old plank. And pull back to down dog. Step your feet outside of your hands, toes off the mat, heels on the mat. So we're not going to go into full crow. You're simply going to bring your hands through and hold onto your ankles. You're not sitting on your elbows. Draw the tailbone away from the crown of your head. Work on getting your torso parallel to the floor. Just long, deep breaths. Wrap your arms, grab onto your big toes. Bring your feet parallel, lift your hips. Pull your elbows out to the side, pull the crown of your head down towards the floor. Hands to the mat, step your right leg back. And bring your knee to the floor. Keep that left foot closer to the outside edge of the mat. Wrists are underneath your shoulders, so we're in gecko. Is gecko? Yeah, I think it's gecko. Work on drawing your hips towards the top of the mat. See how much length you can get out of the right leg. Lengthen your spine. Pull the tips of your ears away from your hips. Get a little bit more length out of your spine and more tilt in your pelvis. Bring your right hand underneath your right shoulder just a little bit more. Left hand on top of your left knee. And as you press into your left knee, work on drawing your rib cage back. All rotations start from your waist. And then it works up to your chest, and your neck, and your chin. Maybe your spine is ready for actually seeing your right heel behind you, maybe not. Unwind. both hands to the mat. Lift your right knee. Press your heel away. Look for that calf stretch, that shin stretch in your right leg. Shift your weight to your left foot so that your legs are bearing the weight of your body. Bring your hands to heart center. Relax the tops of your shoulders. Bring your left hand to the floor underneath your left shoulder, right heel down, open up. Right fingertips reach up towards the ceiling. If your hips aren't ready for this, left elbow, left knee. Bring your hands back down to the mat, both of them. Walk your hands to the long side of the mat. Bring both feet parallel. Hands under your shoulders. Crown of the head pulls away from your hips. Start to bend your elbows. Bring your hands into the bends of your elbows. You're working on drawing your forearms towards the floor and allowing your head to hang inside your arms. Bring your hands back down to the floor. Walk your hands to the top. Step back into down dog. Draw your hips back. Step your feet to the outside of your hands again. This time we're going into full crow. Arms through your legs, thumbs on top of your feet, fingers off, making the crow feet. Sit on your elbows, lengthen your spine. This time we're going to move into breath of fire, light sniffing through your nose. Slow your breath, lift your hips, bring your feet parallel, grab onto your big toes again, pull your elbows out to the side, pull yourself down. Hands to the mat. Big step back with your left foot. Bring your left knee to the floor, gecko. Wrists are under your shoulders. That right foot is wider than your hip. Lengthen your spine. Feel like you're drawing your chest forward. You feel like you're trying to pull the crown of your head away from your left heel.
Is your back foot curled?
I like having my left toes curled under, but you do not have to. You play with that because one of the reasons also is when I have the top of my foot down, it hurts my kneecap.
Okay.
So when my toes are curled under, that shifts my leg, and that's because my leg is pretty much straight. So right now, the space above my knee is actually on the floor. So it shifts where my leg is. All right, bring your left wrist underneath your shoulder a little bit more. Right hand to your right knee. Press into it, but draw your rib cage back. Ribs start the rotation. Then perhaps your chest rotates. Then your neck. And your chin. Maybe you can see your left heel, maybe not. Unwind. Both hands to the mat. Lift your left knee off the floor. Press out through that left heel. So feel the stretch. You're really focusing on the stretch of the left leg. And feel the length in your spine. Shift your weight to your feet. Hands to heart center. Lengthen out. Right hand to the floor, left heel down, open up, or right elbow to right hand, whatever feels best. Both hands to the mat, face the long side of your mat, bring your feet parallel. Again, hands to the floor, lengthen out. Draw the tops of your shoulders away from your ears. Pull them down towards your hips. All right, so we're going to turn this into sort of a dynamic stretch here. Walk your hands over to your left foot, and then walk your hands over to the right foot. So we're just going to walk from foot to foot. Walk over to the left, and walk over to the right. So this works on your waist, so some core muscles, some back, as well as your legs. Let's do one more, walking from one side, and then the other. And then come back to center. Grab onto your big toes with the first two fingers of either hand. Keep lengthening your spine. Let's begin breath of fire. Slow your breath. Release your toes, walk to the top of the mat with your hands. And lower all the way down to the floor. Let's start with baby cobra. Keep your shoulders, keep your hands under your shoulders, belly button on the floor. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, down. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Clasp your hands behind your back. Draw your shoulder blades together. So get your chest off the floor. Breathe. Lift your chest. See if you can lift a little bit more. Lift your arms off of your back and reach your hands towards your feet. Still clasped. Breathe. Relax your face. See if you can get your legs off the floor, even the tops of your thighs off the floor. See if you can just be on your lower ribs and your pubic bone. Use your gluteal muscles. Use your back body muscles. More lift, lift a little higher, and release. Hands under your chin, or rock your hips from side to side. Get some movement in your hips, get some wiggle in your legs. All right, press back into child's pose forever. Bring yourself up, come onto your back. Go for eagle crunches. Knees are bent, Wrap your right leg around your left, maybe even around your ankle. Left elbow inside of right, wrap your forearms, fingertips to the floor above you. So your challenge in this is to keep your face against your left bicep. Take an inhale, exhale, knees and elbows together. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, and exhale up. Inhale down, unwrap. Left leg wraps around right. Right elbow inside of left, wrap your forearms, fingertips to the floor above you. Your face is attached to your bicep. Take an inhale. Exhale it all together. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. And exhale. Inhale down. Unwind. Set yourself up for bridge. Feet are hip width apart. Open your chest, draw the sides of your shoulders down towards the floor. Let's get a chest opening here. Press into your feet, tuck your tailbone, lift. Your chest and shoulders are ready for it. Maybe you tuck your shoulders under. Maybe you clasp your hands. And if your hands are clasped, press your forearms into the floor. So you can get your hands to press into the floor. You can also grab onto the sides of your mat. Keep your thighs drawing towards center. And release from the top vertebrae down. Let's do that again. Set yourself up. Heels drawing a little bit. Press into your feet. Tuck your tailbone and lift. Once your thighs are drawing towards center, you're looking for parallel legs. Bring your awareness down to your feet. Press your heels and the balls of your feet equally into the floor. And release. Come all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest, rock and roll on your spine, forward and backward. Nice massage, get it all the way down into your lower back. And rock and roll all the way up. Come into both toes. Arm shoulder height comes up. Shoulder blades together, balance on your sit bones. Shins parallel to the floor, write the alphabet, big letters. When you're done with the alphabet, relax, only you know when you've gotten to Z. Relax, notice everything that you have engaged or that you just had to release from your belly button up, face, tops of your shoulders. So this next time around, focus on relaxing these muscles and focus on allowing your belly to move when you breathe. So I know you're focusing on the letters. See if you can focus on the breath. So let's do that one more time. Set yourself up. Balance. Backwards alphabet. I think that was good. Yeah, it's a couple, but it's your number. All right, let's sit in this easy seat and let's do our rotations again. Let's get some release. So this time with your rotation, try to focus more on rotating in your waist, in your belly. So your shoulders may not come out past your knees much. Getting a big circle with your belly button. Bring the other leg in front again. Your rotation, start big, and then bring it into your belly. So you can really work on that lumbar spine. Legs in front, come into Baddha Konasana. Stack the soles of your feet together. And if you've got your diamond shape, you're grabbing onto your ankles. You've got your heels pulled in, you're pulling onto your toes. Pull up on your toes or your ankles, pull your thighs down. Let's start with part A of this. So you're gonna sit nice and tall, pulling up on your feet, pulling down on your thighs. Engage Mula Bandha, so you're lifting your pelvic floor muscles. Engage Uddiyana Bandha, belly button draws into your spine. And come into Jalandhara Bandha. This is chin into your chest. If you want to go for full Jalandhara Bandha, take the tip of your tongue and try to touch your uvula and breathe. All right, relax your bandhas. Pull yourself forward and down. Elbows come out to the side. If your elbows touch anything, press into whatever they're finding. And use that pressing to get your shoulders out of your ears. Get more length, get more space between your earlobes and the tops of your shoulders. And this is a forward fold. You're inhaling and lengthening, exhaling and coming down. Little by little. Now bring your elbows in, round your back, pull your forehead towards your big toes, chin into your chest. Feel that deep stretch on your spinal cord. Bring yourself up, round your own thighs. Straighten out your legs, so come into Ubhavisa Konasana, wide angle pose. I'm going to give you two options in this pose. If you have really tight hamstrings and they're so tight that you feel that you just can't get lifted, I mean, you've got the option of sitting on a bolster, but because this pose also gives you, so you can sit a little bit higher if your hamstrings don't let you do it. However, this pose gives you a hip stretch that sometimes your hamstrings don't let you get to. So you can sit on your heels with your knees wide and bring yourself forward and down, working on getting your belly to the floor. So this, you don't get the hamstring stretch, but you get the back opener and the hip stretch. So I'm going to give you those options there. Do what feels best to your body. And we're going to hang out here for about 7 breaths. So again, this is a forward fold. So you inhale, lengthen, and exhale, come forward and down. Start to bring yourself out of it. Bring your knees in. Give yourself a deep hug. And this hug, what you're doing in this, not only are you activating your parasympathetic nervous system, but by wrapping your arms around, you're allowing your hips, your hamstrings, and your legs to actually relax after the engagement that they just had. All right, I'm gonna do a twist. Nice juicy twist. All right, left foot to the outside. You can keep your legs straight, or you can bring your heel in. You're looking for equal weight in your sit bones. Whatever you're doing there. Left arm up, over and around. So I'm gonna have you just keep your right arm holding onto your left leg, because I want you to focus on getting that left arm right up next to your spine. See how close you can get that hand. Even feel the inside of your wrist press into your sacrum. See how close you can snuggle it in. Lengthen your spine. Use that right arm pulling against your left leg to help lift you up. Draw your left rib cage back, then your chest, your shoulder, your chin. Keep your torso open, look forward, getting a nice stretch on your neck. And unwind. Let's go to the other side. Right foot to the outside. Now do the leg stay straight, or the heel comes in. Onto your right leg, right arm up, over and around. Nice and tall, try to sneak that arm, get it to go the other direction, you'll get a bit of twist. Hold on, there we go, nice. I mean, go through a twist, you weren't doing it wrong. See if you can get that inside of your right wrist really close into your sacrum. See how close you can get. This is going to force your torso to be perpendicular to the floor. And having the most upright spine, avoiding rounding your back, gives you a better twist. Keep your torso open, look forward, and unwind. Bring both legs in front. So for Paschimottanasana as the last pose, inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, come forward and down. Paschimottanasana is the great balancer. This helps to realign your skeleton. Although your body is not exactly symmetrical, this is what you're working towards feeling, is some symmetry in your body. Equal engagement in both legs. Feel equal engagement up both sides of your back. If your hands are drawing against your legs, make sure that you're pulling equally, not pulling hard, just engaging equally. Arms alongside your ears, inhale, come up. Arms down to the sides. Yes, let's prepare for Shavasana. Anybody like a bolster? Would anybody like a blanket to use as a blanket? Take a deep inhale. Sigh. Take one more deep inhale. And sigh. Find a breath that's soft. Allow your body to breathe itself. Notice all the parts of you that are in contact with the floor. Allow the weight of your body to sink into those parts, letting the floor support you. Allow your body, allow your breath to give in to gravity. Feel the sensation of your breath. Just notice what your breath does to your body, what it does for your body. Notice where you feel little subtle movements in your body, either because of your breath, or perhaps your pulse, or muscles engaging and releasing, trying to figure out how to relax. If any thoughts come through, acknowledge them, make sure they're kind, and allow them to keep on sliding past. Deepen your breath. Little movements, moving your fingers and your toes. Make bigger movements, reaching your arms away from you, reaching your feet away from you. Stretch your entire body. And when you're ready, roll to one side. And when you're ready, bring yourself back up to an easy seated position. Stop resisting your problems so furiously in your mind. Stop struggling to solve them. If you do that, a great sense of peace, followed by a great sense of power, will come to you. Deep inhale. Blow it out. Deep inhale. Blow it out. One more inhale. Blow it out. natural breath. Bring your palms together, heart center. Lengthen your spine. Lift the sides of your mouth. Think a kind thought about yourself. Think a kind thought about someone you love. Think a kind thought about a challenging person. May all beings in the universe be happy and free, and may our actions and thoughts contribute to their happiness and their freedom. Namaste. Well, thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Enjoy your day. Watch out for traffic for people leaving for Thanksgiving. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We do have a restorative class tonight from 6 to 7:15. If you're interested in restoring before the storm. And then Colleen has slow flow yoga right after that, so you can double dip in that.